This short video will explain to you how to set up EdgePrint. EdgePrint will allow you to offer remote printing capabilities to your end users to support use cases such as printing from home, printing from office to office, or printing from guest networks. To get EdgePrint set up, a number of components are needed. Firstly, you'll need access to your admin dashboard. Secondly, you will need a device to run as an EdgePrint receiver. In my case here, I'm using a Windows 10 virtual machine. In reality, this can be a Chrome OS device. It could be a Mac OS device. Essentially, anything that's always on, always connected, can run the directprint.io app and has direct IP access to your printers. Finally, here I have the directprint.io app running on my Mac OS device, acting as if I was an end user. As you can see, I have the admin office printer assigned to me. Currently, I can print directly to this printer over IP, but during this demo, we'll show you how to change this to be a remote printing enabled printer. So to get this going, the first thing I'm going to do is jump into the admin dashboard, go over to the G Suite menu item, and find the EdgePrint receiver option. We require that EdgePrint receivers have a Google Workspace account associated to them. So in this case, I'm going to search for ours. Here it's found the user I'd like to associate to the receiver. I click Add Receiver, and you can see now it's listed as an active EdgePrint receiver. Currently, it has no printers allocated, so let's change that. If I click Edit, I'll be presented with a list of printers from my network. And here's the printer that we want to set up to be remote enabled. I click Add, Save Changes, and that's done. If you now go over to the directprint.io app, you can still see that I have the admin office printer associated to me. However, the icon has now changed from a printer icon to a printer icon with a cloud. This indicates to end users that the printer has remote printing capabilities. If the icon hasn't changed, hit the little refresh button and you should see it update. Now we have this printer configured correctly, we need to go and set up our EdgePrint receiver. I'm going to move over to the Windows 10 virtual machine that I have running with the directprint.io app running also. I'm going to do a single sign-on with Google, and I'm going to use the cloud print account that we set up on the admin dashboard. I'm going to give it access to Google Drive. I'm going to close that window, and then after a few seconds I'll be prompted to give an elevated status of privileges to Google Drive. This allows us to use Google Drive essentially as the remote print queue. Click Allow and close that window. That's all we need to do to set up the EdgePrint receiver. And as you can see, there's now the printer allocated admin office printer. And if I click the printer icon, it runs a set of connection tests, and you can see that I have direct IP connectivity to this printer. Now that we have our EdgePrint receiver configured, and we have a remote printer enabled on the end user device, we can test printing. I'm simply going to hit Control and P, and I'm going to send this to the admin office printer, which should have the remote printing capabilities. If we look at the DirectPrint app after sending the print job, you can see this is uploading to Google Drive, which has now been completed. And when I move over to the virtual machine to see the EdgePrint receiver, after a few seconds, we can see that it's downloading the print job, converting that, and sending it to the printer. That's our demo complete, and those are the steps that you need to take to set up edge printing with directprint.io. Thank you.